Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, a personal interpretation and reflection. Pride and Prejudice is the story of the Bennet family, particularly Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy's love story. It explores why Mrs. Bennet's sole goal in life is to see her daughters legally married. In the process, Austen creates vivid imagery of the social dilemma that most women face at that time, the importance of marriage and the prevailing dichotomy between the elite and the commoner, the country folk and city dwellers, and the educated and uneducated. Pride and Prejudice opens, it is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man is in possession of a good fortune must be in want of wife. This line informs readers that the novel will explore the subjects of wealth and marriage, significantly omitting any mention of love. In fact, the line is an example of verbal irony. While a single affluent man in Regency England would normally seek a bride to create a male heir, the greater urgency lay with families whose unmarried daughters seek husbands. The novel's opening establishes several characters' interest with creating matches based on social class and rank. Furthermore, Jane Austen's novel Pride and Prejudice provides an excellent depiction of life in the 1800s. Placement in society was important, and most of her characters did just what society allowed them to do. The women appeared to be looking for someone to marry them rather than someone to love them. The women in this novel sought men of wealth and power. We can see from the novel that, with the exception of women who were lucky enough to inherit some fortune from their parents, marriage was also the primary means for a woman to choose her financial status. Women had limited authority over their finances. Money was handled by the man of the household, and women who did not marry had no particular place in society. To summarize, the novel discusses a unique romantic love story in which love doesn't really eventuate at first but takes place during the process, and how important social status is. It is an era when women relied on marriage for financial and societal stability, but Elizabeth Bennet dismisses a safe union and advocates marriage for love above all else. Personal interpretation and understanding of William Golding's Lord of the Flies. The short novel Lord of the Flies is an outstanding literary masterpiece in which William Golding provides his personal perspective of society's structure and imperfections. Golding develops a hypothetical situation in which British boys aged 5 to 12 are stranded on an uninhabited island after an aircraft disaster and must figure out how to get rescued. Golding presents the notion of original sin and how it is ingrained in the human heart in a consistent manner throughout this work. Title Lord of the Flies alludes to a pig's head put on a stick by Jack and his gang of hunters. It comes to symbolize the terrible potential that each individual possesses. The Lord of the Flies was an excellent novel for delving deeper into human nature. How humans respond when they are not with an adult, how they freeze, flee, fight, and how they utilize power were all fascinating. Jack and his hunters in particular do evil throughout Lord of the Flies. They begin with animals and progress to killing and torturing humans. Even Ralph, who presents civilization and order, takes part in the hunt and murder of Simon. As demonstrated in the book, all humans are capable of evil. Lord of the Flies provides an insightful look at today's culture and how it may behave in such a circumstance. The novel also delves into human nature and what humans are capable of when all they have is fear and survival. With Golding having been a part of the big war, he understands what people will do from the battlefield better than others. all of the rules alter in the battlefield just like they did when the boys were stuck on an island. Golding appears to be leaving a message for all the humanity to see as well as a warning what is yet to come.